it's going to be what it's going to be. As it gets darker, it comes up better.
Can't read it from them.
There.
Everybody home?
We're home.
How are you?
We're good. How are you?
Not bad at all.
Hi, Richard.
Actually went back to work a little bit this week.
Oh, good.
Slowly.
You just
Excited.
you get close, it'll pick you up again.
What's your background, Stephen? Joanne?
It's the beach at Long Beach, New York.
It's the same one he had yesterday.
Oh,
He hasn't left. He's been on vacation.
I hope he's socially distancing.
No, it's an older picture than that. Nobody had ever heard of that.
And it's really much emptier than the angle. It looks crowded.
Well, it's,
The ones going to the beach now still haven't heard of it.
there is that.
Judy and Steve, together.
Well, the picture is of the only busy street on the beach. The rest of the stuff near where Joanne grew up, you could be on there and not see anybody for 50 yards, much less 10 feet. 6 feet, whatever.
Yeah, Debbie and I lived near a beach when we were younger. Didn't look like that though. Very small beach.
Where?
Marblehead, Preston Beach.
Yeah.
2-minute walk from my house.
That was about the beach to Joanne's house was about 3 minutes.
Yep.
The water was warm
There were no rocks.
and there were no rocks.
No, there were rocks and it was,
The sand was soft and white.
What beach are you at? Because I'm in Virginia Beach.
Long Beach in New York.
Oh,
We city girls grew up with Tar Beach. It was the rooftop of the apartment building.
And I miss it.
And to be perfectly honest, having been at many beaches in many states, I haven't found a nicer beach than the one in Long Beach.
we were down at a beach at Hilton Head that was really nice. Really nice.
Well, it's the same. It's the same kind of thing. They're barrier islands, so the sand is soft and white.
Long, we would go for a nice long walk. It was,
No, there's a 2.5 mile boardwalk, so it was easy to take a nice long walk.
oh, look who's here.
Hello.
Hello.
How is everybody this evening on this next to the last night that I have to wear a tie?
Is that what we're celebrating?
One more night of wearing ties this Shabbat, this Yom Tov and Shabbat will be the last time we wear ties for the summer.
You have my permission to take it off tonight.
Oh, I can't, it's Yom Tov, you know. There's people watching, they'll never understand, you know. People watching. I'm not sure that my official timekeeper is here right now, so
I haven't seen her
I
yet.
think she said she might be running a little late tonight. So Richard, you're it.
I'm it, huh?
We got 1 minute.
Lucky me. I'll
You're
give you as soon as it says it on the thing, I'll let you know.
Just so you'll know, Richard, you have 15 seconds to tell me.
What do you need me for? You're like my wife. She doesn't need me either. There you go.
It's 7 o'clock.
There you go. You, everybody.
Amazing how on time we are, isn't it? Just wonderful. Where's Mona? Mona. Everybody else, please mute them up there. Mute them up, everybody. And Mona.
Yes.
Mona is going
Yes.
to light the candles for us. Do you need the blessing up, or can we just show you doing it?
You can just show me doing it.
That's what we want to do. Mona's going to light the candles for us, everybody in her home. We didn't practice this.
We can't see her.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu v'hadlik ner shel yom tov.
Amen.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher hechianu v'kiyamanu v'higianu lazman hazeh.
Amen. And now it is officially, formally, Yom Tov in all of our homes. See, Mona and I do this together in the shul all the time. Some people notice it, don't notice it. Sometimes we do it in person or privately and whatever. So just because we're on Zoom doesn't mean we can't do things normally, right?
Absolutely.
Thank you so much for keeping me normal tonight. We really appreciate it. Yashkov to you. All right, we're going to begin, and we'll move this one away. And as you know, it is Yom Tov. It's not a weeknight, and it's not Shabbos, so it's a little different tonight. We begin with the Baruch Hu, and it is a Yom Tov Baruch Hu. The service tonight will look like this. We will do the evening service. We'll ask everybody to please mute at this time. We'll do the evening service, and following the evening service, just after Kiddush and just before Aleinu, we will then have presentations tonight to our students to be given out by various different organizations and people in our congregation. After that, we'll do the Aleinu, and then we'll do the Aleinu, and then we'll do the finishing the service after the Kaddish. And do me a favor, someone, please email Steve Ring another invitation to the service, because I can't do it while I'm leading the service. So someone email him an invitation to the service. Just send him the announcement and he'll be able to get on.
Take care of it.
Thank you. After Aleinu and the Yigdal, then we will have a shir tonight where Rabbi Bernie will be leading study. That's what we do on Shavuot. And then after that, we're all having cheesecake. So that's our service for tonight. Okay, for the Baruch Hu, it is the Yom Tov melody, but you're welcome to open your mics if you wish to respond. But I hope you'll do it to the right melody, because this is Yom Tov, it is Shavuot. Baruch Hu et Adonai HaMevarach. Baruch Adonai HaMevarach Leolam Vaed. Please mute your microphones. Good job, everybody. Baruch Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher bevaro marivaravim b'chokma v'yasharim v'bitvuna mishanetim v'mechalaf et hazmanim v'sedet ha'kokavim b'shmatayim b'karuk yosorano borei yom v'layla golel o mipnei choshech v'choshech mipnei or Umavir Yomamevi Laila Umavdil Ben Yomavein Laila Adonai Tzebaot Shemo El Chai B'Kayam Tamidim L'Chaleinu Leolam Vaed Baruch Ata Adonai Hamari Varavim Avat Olam Beit Yisrael Amcha Hafta Torah U'Mitzvot Chutz Mimashpatim. Ki hem chayenu v'yorach yomeinu v'hem negei yomam v'layla v'avahatcha al tasim imenu le'olamim baruch ata Adonai ohev amo Yisrael. You may unmute if you wish to join me for the Shema. Shema Yisrael Adonai Adonai. Please mute your microphones, all of you. Hafta 8 Adonai Elohecha. בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודיך, והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבביך, ושיננתם לבניך ודיברת בם, בשבתך בביתך, ובלכתך בדרך ובשופתך ובקומך. וקשרתם לאות על ידיך והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך, וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובישעריך, והיה אם שמוע תשמעו על מצוותיי אשר אנוכי מצווכם היום וברכם בכל נפשכם ונתתם בתור ים הקודש. וזד אבני גד מצווה וצווה ונתתם בסדכם וישמעו לכם פנים תנפם סג'ו לכם שתחו אותם באחריו ונבכם בצד תשמע ולאים מטר והאדמה לא יפתני בילה ומאת הטובה אשר תנבכם להפסנתם לתורה על לבכם ועל נפשכם. וכשאתם מדמיות עליכם והיו לטוטות בין עיניך ואמרתם אותם פניכם לדבר בם. בשבתך בביתך ובלכתך בדרך שבתך ובקומך, וכתבתם על זו ביתך ובשעריך למען יראו ימי חייכם ומה שיש באדמה ובקימי השמיים על הארץ. ויאמר אדוני אל משה לאמור דבר אל בני ישראל ואמרת עליהם יעשו להם ציצית על כנפי בגדיהם לדורותם ונענו על ציצית הכנף בתל תכלת והיה לכם לציצית וריתם אותו וזכרתם כל מצוות אדוני ועשיתם אותם ולא תטורו אחרי לבבכם ואחרי עיניכם אשר אתם זונים אחריהם למען תזכרו ועשיתם כל מצוותיי והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם אני אדוני אלוהיכם אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים להיות לכם לאלוהים אני אדוני אלוהיכם אמת ויאמנו כל זאת וקיים עלינו כי הוא אדוני אלוהינו ויעזור ונחי ישראל עמו עבודנו מיד מלאכים מלכנו וגאלנו מכל כל אנשים האוהל הנראה השם לשמנו לחיים ולא נתנו ולנו המעריכנו אבא מטבנו ובקננו על כל שנינו עשה לנו ניסים ונחמה פירות ומופתים בימו פניכם המקבר אותו כל בכורי מצרים ויצא את עם ישראל לטובות לאיכות עולם המעביר בניו בין גזרי ים סוף את רופמי ואת צוננים ויתנו ליבה פירו בניו פירותו שיפור פירותו ושמע ומלכותו ברצון קיבלו עליהם משה בני ישראל לכנו שירה בשמחה רבה ואמרו כולם מי כמוך באלים אדוני מי כמוך נדר בקודש נורא תהילות עושה פלא מלכותך ראו בניך בוקר ים לפני משה זה אלינו ויאמרו אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד ונאמר כי ברא את יעקב וגאלו מי החזק ממנו ברוך אתה אדוני גאל ישראל. Let's read together in the English. If you wish to unmute, you may do so. Help us, Adonai, to lie down in peace and awaken us again our sovereign to life. Spread over us your shelter of peace. Guide us with your good counsel. Save us because of your mercy. Shield us from enemies and pestilence, starvation, sword, and sorrow.
Move the evil.
Move the evil forces that surround us.
To rest in the shadow of your wings.
O God.
Wings, O God.
Watch over us and deliver us.
Gracious
and
merciful.
Our coming and our going, grant us life and peace.
Now and always.
Now and always.
Over us the shelter of peace. Are you Adonai?
Are you Adonai?
Shelter of us, of Israel, and over Jerusalem.
Ashkiveinu Adonai Eloheinu l'shalom v'hamidenu malkeinu l'chaim frosvaleinu skat shalomecha v'takneinu v'yatzatov v'milfanecha v'hoshienu l'man shemecha v'hagei b'adeinu v'yaser ma'aleinu ayev debe v'chereb v'rab v'yakon v'yaser satan v'faneinu mi'achareinu ובצלקונותיך תסתירנו, כי אל שומרנו מצלנו אתה, כי אל מלכנו ורחום ומטה, ושמור צאתנו בואנו, לחיים ושלום יתה ביד עולם, ופרוס עלינו סוכת שלומך, ברוך אתה אדוני. Could everybody please mute? Haporei Sukkot Shalom Aleinu, v'al kol amo Yisrael, v'al kol Yerushalayim. For those of you that are seated, if you wish to stand at this time, this is where we stand as we announce and proclaim the festival. Vayidaber Moshe et Moedei Adonai al bnei Yisrael. Yitgadal v'yikadash shemei Rabbah v'yalma divrei chirutei v'yamach malchutei v'chayechonu v'mechonu v'chayechol beit Yisrael b'hagala u'bizman karibim aru amen. Yehei shmei Rabbah mevarach leolam u'meyomaya yivarach v'yishtabach v'yipar v'yirumam v'yitnaseh v'yitadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal shmei kedusha b'rihichu Le'ela mincha b'chata b'shirata tushbachata v'nechamata damiram b'yama v'imru. Amen. You meet up for the Chag, for the festival now. If you're following along in your Sidurim at home, it's on page 41, A or B. If you're following me, I'll say it softly so you can join me. And of course, this is Chag HaShavuot, just in case you forgot. Nice what I Melech Ozer forget Moshe again Baruch Atarana Magen Abraham forget Sarah Tagiberlin Mechem Tamatorah Loshia Mechalkel Chaim Bechesed Mechayim Etim Barachamim Rabim Somech Naflim Barofech Cholim Maturasurim Mekayim Adatol Shnei Famicha Mokabal Gvorot Midam Malach Malach Mitim Chaim Tzmech Yeshua Ben Amatov Mitim Baruch Ataranai Mechayei HaMeitim Atakidav Shechna Pishim Kakadosh Koshim B'Cholim Nasal Baruch Nai Oel HaKadosh Kavachtan B'Cholim B'Aftana B'Tana B'Tidavana From Tana B'Kolot Shalom B'Kroshta B'Psotecha B'Krov Tana Makenim B'Avtecha Pishim Chagadol B'Krosh Aleinu Karat Avati Ten Lanu Lanu Baba Moadim Simcha Charim B'Dvarim Tzotzonit Yom Chag HaShavuot Hazeh Zman Matan Toratenu Mikra Kodesh Zecher L'Tziat Mitzrayim Eloheinu v'Elohei Avotenu Yaleh v'Yavo v'Yagia v'Yireh v'Yiratzeh v'Yishma v'Yipakeh v'Yisacheh v'Tzivronenu v'Gnenu v'Tzivron Avotenu v'Tzivron Mashiach v'Nevidavdecha b'Zichron Yerushalayim Yakadshecha b'Zichron Chalachal Beit Yisrael v'Nechla v'Latat v'Balachim v'Chesed v'Rachamim v'Chaim v'Shalom b'Yom Chag HaShavuot Hazeh Zacharenu Adonai Eloheinu Bo l'Tova v'Ufaltenu Bo l'Bracha v'Oshenu Bo l'Chaim וביישוע ברחמים חוץ וחנינו ורחם עלינו ובושנו כי אלך עינינו כי המלכנו ורח ומטה ועשיינו אדוני אלוהינו את ברכה מולך לחיים ושלום לשמחה וששון כאשר רצית ואמרת לברכנו אלוהינו ולאבותינו קדשנו במצוותיך ותחנו בתורתך סבנו בטובך ושמחנו בשבועתך ותהא ליבנו לעבדך בימים ואנחירנו לאלוהינו ביערה בשמחה וששון ומועדי קודשך וישמחו Chizra Kadesh Shemecha Baruch Atah Adonai Kadesh Yisrael Hazmanim Ritzei Eloheinu Mincha Yisrael Kirotam V'Yashem B'Tavodah L'Devetecha V'Leviatam V'Yavatecha B'Bratzon L'Tihinu V'Tzon Taminu V'Dan Yisrael Amecha V'Techezenu V'Einu V'Shuval Tzion B'Rachamim Baruch Atah Adonai HaMachazir Shechin Yatal L'Tzion Modim Anachnu Lach She'Atah Adonai Eloheinu V'Eloheinu V'Olam B'Tzochanim Magen Yishenu ולדור ודור נודה לך, מספר תהילתך על חנינו, המספרים בידך ויעל נשמותינו, הפיקות כבודו לך, ויעל נסך שבכל יום עמנו, ויעל נפלתך וטובתך שבכל עת ובבוקר ורוצים, הטוב כי לא כמוך, והמחים כי לא תמוך חסדך, מעולם קיווינו לך, ויעל כולם יברח ותמח שלך, מכין תמיד לעולם בהם, וכל החיים יודוך סלע, ולשמך באמת, ישועתנו ועזרתנו סלע, ברוך אתה אדוני, טוב שמך לך, Elod Shalom Rabbi Yisrael Chavi Alpha Yishvei Tevot Tasim Leolam Yatahu Melech Adon L'Chol Hashem Utov Enech L'Berachim Yisrael V'Chol Eit V'Chol Shem B'Shlomecha Baruch Atah Adonai Baruch Adonai Yisrael Shalom. If you wish to join me now for the English, you may open your microphones at this time. We'll read the personal passage. My God,
But
keep my
God,
tongue from evil.
my lips from lies. Help me ignore those who slander me.
Let me be
Be
humble
humble before
before
all.
all. Open my heart.
My heart.
That I may
You are
pursue your
Pursue your mitzvot.
frustrate the designs of those who plot
that are
evil
against
Plot
me.
evil against me.
Nothing
Take
of their
nothing of
schemes.
their
Of their
schemes.
Act for
Nothing
the
of
sake
their
of
For the
your
sake of your
For the
passion,
sake of
your
your
power,
compassion,
your
your
holiness.
power, your holiness,
Holiness in your
Answer my
Torah.
Answer
prayer
my
for the
prayer
deliverance
for
of
the
your
deliverance
people.
of your
The
people.
words of my mouth
The
and the
words
Words of my
Words of
mouth
my
and the
mouth and the
meditations of my
meditations of my
heart
heart be
be
acceptable
acceptable
to
to
my
you,
rock,
my
my rock,
rock and my
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 redeemer.
redeemer.
redeemer. Together.
Together
Oh,
one
say
more time.
shalom limama. Oh,
Shalom.
yeah, shalom aleichem. Hey, Yachol Yisrael. Yasa shalom, yasa shalom. Shalom aleinu, Yachol Yisrael. Yasa shalom, yasa shalom. Shalom aleinu, Yachol Yisrael. Yasa shalom, yasa shalom. Shalom aleinu, Yachol Yisrael. Yasa shalom. Asa shalom, shalom aleinu, Yachol Yisrael. Peace to his universe, bring peace to us, to all the people of Israel. I'll call Yoshvei Tevel, all who dwell on God's earth. And together we say, Amen. At this time, I am going to do the Misha Baruch for those who are ill. We've been doing it every weeknight, and we'll still do it. What I do is I will say the blessing when I stop. If you know someone you wish to say their name, as they may be ill, when I stop, say their name, and then please remute your microphone after you say the name. Misha Baruch Avoteinu Avraham, Yitzchak, Yaakov, Sarah, Rivka, Rachel, Leah, V'yivarech v'yarafei et
Steve Traeger.
Roberta
Angela
Martinez.
Volante.
Eric Litzman, Phil Podolsky.
Markowski, and of course, Barbara Isaacson.
Howard Weinberg, Karen Nescamini.
Donald.
Sue Dorr.
Yehuda Yaakov and Shoshana Yaakov, but Bigler.
Christopher Johnson.
Elka.
Sylvia Toby. Joan Sinotsky.
Faith Lerner.
At this time, if we've completed, please mute all your microphones. Please Amen. May God bring blessing to all those that we've mentioned, all those we know of, those perhaps we may not know of, those that are ill everywhere, and those who suffer illness within the congregational family. May the Holy One mercifully restore them to health and to vigor, granting them physical and spiritual well-being together with all people who suffer. Misha beirach avotenu, nikor habracha leimotenu. May the source of strength who bless the ones before us help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say Amen. Misha beirach imotenu, nikor habracha leavotenu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shalema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit. And let us say Amen. And at this time, we'll continue the service with the Kaddish Shalom. Yigrav Yigrash Shemei Rabbah, B'Yalma Divrach Yirutei V'Yemak Malkutei B'Chayechon, V'Yemuchon V'Chayechol Beit Yisrael, B'Agalav Zman Kari V'Yimaru, Amen. Yehei Shmei Rabbah Mevarach, Le'olam Olam Me'omaya.
Yitbarach.
Rak Yishtabach V'Yipar V'Yitramam V'Yitnasei V'Yitadar V'Yitalev V'Yitalav Shmei Kodeshah. B'Richu, Le'lam In Kol V'Chatav V'Shurat Tatush V'Chatav V'Nechamatat Damiram B'Yama V'Yimru. Amen. Tika pasloton voton de Israel. Chazamo holy v'shmai v'yimru. Amen. Yehi shalom rabba min shmai v'cham aleinu v'al Israel v'yimru. Amen. Oh, seh shalom b'mrama. Hu yaseh shalom. Aleinu v'al Israel v'yimru. Amen. I know my bottle's probably breaking up, but it's time for you to pour your wine as we will say the Kiddush together for Yom Tov. Hopefully this wine is not wine that's still left over from Pesach. By now you should have finished all of that by now, but we are obviously connecting the holidays.
Kiddush.
No.
Kiddush, Kiddush. We will recite the Yom Tov Kiddush.
Well, 55, try 55. What page you got?
49.
And we'll ask everybody to keep muted. All right, the Kiddush. Hold up your cups, everybody. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei peri hagafen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher b'chavanu mikol ha'am v'ramamanu mikol ha'sham v'kidshanu b'mitzvotav. Vatiten lanu Adonai Eloheinu b'yava Moadim l'simcha Chagim zmanim l'sosonet Yom Chag HaShavuot hazeh Zman matan Torateinu mikra kodesh Zecher l'etziat mitzrayim Ki banu v'achar taviotanu ki dahashta mikol ha'amim Moadei kodshecha b'simcha v'sason hinchaltanu Baruch atah Adonai Mekadesh Yisrael v'hazmanim Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam shehecheyanu v'kiyimanu v'higiyanu lazman hazeh. Yep, still tastes the same as it did on Pesach. Everybody knows how much I love wine. Not. Scholarship time. It is time for scholarships. And so what I'm going to do, I think, at this point, is we're going to go down the line. I'm actually going to turn this back on again. And we're going to go down the line. We're starting with the men's club. And I believe Alan Teitelbaum, Alan, is going to be speaking on behalf of the men's club. You will be presenting 3 awards this evening. So, Alan?
I believe that I'm unmuted now.
You have to unmute yourself, yes.
Okay. Shalom and Chag Sameach to everybody. I am Alan Teitelbaum, this year's chairman of the Men's Club Scholarship Committee. The purpose of the Men's Club Scholarship is to award our Temple youth who have been active in Judaica, Temple life, in the community while excelling academically. First, let me say a few words about the process we go through each year. Our award criteria process places the same emphasis on an applicant's Judaica achievements and accomplishments as we do on an applicant's academic achievements and accomplishments. To be considered for our scholarship, an applicant must meet several criteria requirements. These include, but not limited to, Jewish education, demonstrating Judaic involvement, leadership, and community service, obtaining a minimum of a 1,000 on your SATs, or a GPA of a minimum of 3.0, or an applicant must be in the top third of their graduating class. Other than the application, the only other document we accept is the applicant's official high school transcript. Letters of recommendation and other documents are neither seen nor considered by our committee. Each committee member is given the complete set of applications to review. The applications are specifically designed to allow for the committee to assess each applicant with respect to his or her individual Judaic and academic records, achievements, demonstrated leadership, and degree of scholastic, Judaic, and community involvement, and awards and recognition are given the highest consideration. The committee meets to pool individual assessments. The committee allocates scholarship money solely on each applicant's ranking. Neither the parents' financial situation, nor their involvement, contributions, nor their position in the temple, men's club, sisterhood, is even considered in our assessment. Each year, the amount of money we have available varies. This is determined by the degree of success of our auction and other fundraising efforts. I would like to thank the members of this year's committee for their efforts and dedication. Larry Mulaski, Barry Falkoff, Ed Gustat, and Herb Rothstein. One final note, I would like to acknowledge the contribution that our Men's Club Scholarship has made toward our scholarship efforts. Each year, we solicit merchandise from our membership and general public with the premise that we use the auction proceeds to fund our scholarship efforts. Now to award our winners. This year, 3 Temple youth applied and were all eligible for a Men's Club Scholarship. At this point, I will be asking each student, usually if we're at the Temple, to come forward to receive the certificate. But seeing that we're doing this way, we're going to have to, Rabbi, can you put the first certificate up there? Thank you. We honor is also due to the families of these outstanding young men and women. Thus, we would like to also ask them to be recognized and thank them for their help. The first one is Sophia Jessica Cohen, daughter of Jeff and Carrie Cohen. She will be attending either Colgate University or Vanderbilt University, majoring in molecular biology with a minor in sociology and also Judaic studies. The next one. Next page.
Oh, I got to bring it down. Sorry. Well, I don't want to end this meeting. Hang on.
Page
I almost ended the meeting.
Ouch.
Yeah, that wouldn't have been cool.
Okay. The next one is Benjamin Daniel Kemp, son of Stephen and Judy Kemp. He will be attending the University of Central Florida, majoring in business, possibly leading towards sport management and marketing. Next. Amanda Tracy Lewis, daughter of Jay and the late Pam Lewis, will be attending Ithaca College, majoring in psychology. In closing, the Men's Club would like to thank the congregation for their support. In addition, on behalf of the Men's Club, Mazel Tov to Sophia, Benjamin, and Amanda. We wish you great success and fulfillment in the future. Toda Rabah.
We're actually going to give Sophie, Benjamin, and Amanda an opportunity to say a few words at the end of the presentation tonight, instead of having them come up and go back and come up and go back. We'll continue with the presentations, and then if they have a few things to say at the end, they can do that. All right, the next presentation is from Sue Callum, and Sue is speaking tonight for the Employers Scholarship. Sue, you can open your mic, and I will close this so we can all see you. Hopefully Sue's here. If not, someone else has to give this. Is Sue in with us tonight? Right, someone from the sisterhood want to do this? Okay. I guess Sue's not with us.
Sue's not here. I do not see her.
All right. I don't either. Well, does someone want to help me with this one? The Employer Scholarship is being given out to Amanda Lewis.
Hello, Esther Kaufman.
Esther, you want to help us with this? Unmute.
The Poorer Scholarship is not a sisterhood scholarship.
I
don't know the information about the Poorer Scholarship. I will present the sisterhood scholarship.
So you'll do this one?
Yes.
Okay, and we'll get back to the other one. Okay.
Okay. It gives me great pleasure to be able to present the Sisterhood Scholarship this evening. The Sisterhood Scholarship is given to a student who is completing their freshman year in college, has good academic standing, and whose parents are members of the Temple, Sisterhood, or Men's Club. The applicants are asked to write a 500 to 750 word essay answering the question, how did your Jewish education influence your Jewish involvement during your freshman year in college? This year, we are presenting our scholarship to a very deserving young woman, Sarah Cohen. Sarah's essay states that she had known from early on that she wanted to take part in Jewish life on campus because she didn't want to just give up on such a large part of her upbringing. Sarah is attending Florida Atlantic University. Even before heading off to school last August, Sarah was doing research on the school's Hillel website, looking for Jewish clubs and organizations to join. Once on campus, her first stop during the school's club and organization fair was the school's Hillel, where she met Rabbi Rose. Following a discussion with the rabbi, Sarah applied and was accepted for one of 25 positions in the Jewish Leadership Fellows program. The Jewish Leadership Fellows meet weekly with the rabbi for Torah study and discussions on various topics of Judaism relevant to society today. This program has also given Sarah a connection with other students who share Judaism as a common bond. In addition to her friends from her Jewish Leadership Fellows group, Sarah has many non-Jewish friends on campus. She is pleased that she has been able to use her knowledge and experience to make these friends more familiar with Judaism as well. I would like to share Sarah's own words regarding her freshman year Jewish involvement on the FAU campus. Overall, I am extremely satisfied with my Jewish involvement on campus. I felt as though joining JLF and participating in Hillel services helped me to continue my Jewish education during a time when some may decide to do the opposite. I have learned so much about what it truly means to be Jewish, and I'm grateful that I have had the opportunity to teach what I have learned to others who are less aware of Judaism. How lucky we are to have young women like Sarah to represent the Jewish people now and in the future. Sarah, the Sisterhood of Temple Ner Tamid, is impressed with your endeavors and is pleased to be able to support your continued success with this scholarship. Congratulations to you and your family.
Mazel tov to Sarah. Okay, at this time, I'm going to move on, and I'm not going to forget Amanda. Don't worry. We're going to talk to her in a bit about her other scholarship. But right now, I'm going to turn things over to Ellen Winokur. Ellen, unmute your microphone so you can present the Winokur Family Scholarship.
The Winokur Memorial Scholarship is in memory of my in-laws, Wolf and Ina Winokur, Holocaust survivors. Also in loving memory of my husband, Joe, the creator of the Yom HaShoah Yellow Candle, which began here at Temple Ner Tamid, to remember all Holocaust victims. It is my pleasure to give this to Amanda Lewis. I want to wish you the best at Ithaca College. Mazal Tov.
Mazel tov, and thank you for that. And again, those of you that are getting scholarships, be prepared. You're going to be called upon. And now it's time to call upon Paula Dolan to present the Arnold M. Dolan Scholarship. Paula?
Thank you. Amanda Lewis, it is with great pleasure to award you the Arnold Dolan Memorial Scholarship. My late husband, Ani, was involved with many of the same endeavors as you. The committee wishes you the best of luck as you go forward in your journey to Ithaca. I wish I could give you a hug, but I'm going to send you a virtual hug. And I wish you mazel tov and go for it. You're going to be great. Thank you.
Thank you. Is Amanda with us tonight? Amanda?
Yeah, I'm here. Thank you so much.
Amanda, the Poyer Scholarship, is that a youth scholarship?
I believe so.
I believe it was for a youth scholarship. You've done pretty well tonight. You've done pretty well.
Yeah.
Why don't you tell us a little bit about your plans, and mazel tov to you on receiving those scholarships tonight.
So my plan is going to Ithaca College in the fall to study psychology in hopes of going to art therapy. And I just want to say thank you so much to everybody who has decided to help me further my education, especially my family, my dad, my brother, and all of the TNT community. And I've just felt so connected with my Jewish roots, especially this year, becoming involved with the Jewish Teen Initiative and so many other opportunities through Kemp. And I just want to say thank you.
Well, mazel tov to you, and thank you for being first to speak. Mazel tov to you. I'm going to call upon Benjamin. Ben, do you have a few words you want to say, Ben?
Hi, everyone. I'll be attending the University of Central Florida in Orlando this upcoming fall, and I'll be studying business there. I'm not really sure yet what, but I'm leaning more towards marketing or management. And I just like to thank my parents, my grandparents, all the people from the TNT community and Men's Club and Camp Hourcrest for just continuing my Jewish heritage. And I wish you all a happy and healthy year.
And good luck to you. Good luck with your sports. I know you've done so well, and I know this pandemic has probably slowed you down a little bit, but we'll get back out there and do some great things, huh?
Yeah.
Good luck to you. Let's see if Sophie Cohen is around. Is Sophie here?
Yeah, I'm here. Hi. So thank you. I will either be attending Colgate University or Vanderbilt University in the fall, studying molecular biology and minoring in sociology and possibly Judaic studies. I want to thank my family for supporting me. I want to thank the temple and the men's club for giving me the scholarship and giving me some great Jewish opportunities like reading Torah. I really enjoy that. And thank you to all the other Jewish opportunities I've done, such as Jewish Teen Initiative and going to a Jewish summer camp. Thank you.
So good luck to you. Is Sarah here tonight? Sarah?
Yeah, it's right
Hi,
here.
there you are. There you are. Mazel tov to you as well. Congratulations.
Thank you.
You've been
Thank
home
you.
for a while, huh?
Yeah, since March.
Things are good. Mazel tov on getting your scholarship tonight or your reward. What's going on?
Nothing, but I just want to say thank you to the sisterhood for helping me to continue my education in college. Thanks to my family and for everyone at Temple Ner Tamid who helped me out. Thank you.
We wish you all mazel tov. And I do want to let everybody know that the Poyer Scholarship is a youth scholarship. So that definitely is from the youth program. And of course, Dave Goldberg, very active and involved in that program as well. So to all of you that receive scholarships tonight, from us, from our congregation to all of you, you all make us so proud. And we are just so honored to have you folks in our family. And of course, whether you've already started college or you're about to begin college, I expect, and that, of course, the Poyers family, long members of Temple Ner Tamid, thank you as well. I want you to know that we expect to hear from you guys, all of you, when you are in college and whatnot. And we do have a college page on our website that next year I want to activate. We put it there, we didn't really use it this year, but I want that page to be activated and blogged. I want those of you in college to write to us on a regular basis and let us know what's going on and stay connected with your Temple family, all right? So from us here at Temple Ner Tamid, to all of you, Mazel Tov, we wish you nothing but the best. And with regard to this pandemic, Gam Ze Yavor, this too shall pass. We will get through all of this, and I know we will do it together with no problems. All right, we're going to get back to the service, I hope, and let me see if I can find some place to get to. And we'll continue and close out with, if this works. It's very hard to get back into something that you've left. I'm going to get ourselves into the Aleinu, which we already know by heart, right? We already know that one. Everybody knows how to sing that one. So if you wish, you may open your mics and we'll have a big, long, loud mishmash. And the Aleinu. Aleinu l'shabeach hakol. This time we'll ask everyone to please mute their microphones unless you are about to say the Kaddish. Of course, our congregation offers condolences to Susan and Harold Smith on the loss of Susan's brother Paul, who we officiated at his funeral today. For comfort to their family. May you be comforted amongst all who mourn for Zion in Jerusalem. For those of you that are saying Kaddish tonight, either for a yortzeit or for a loved one, you may say their name and then we will recite the Kaddish together.
David Kaczynski.
George Kaplan.
May the faith that binds us to our loved ones be a continuing source of comfort as we now invite those mourning and observing a yortzeit to rise and praise God's name with the words of the mourner's Kaddish. Yit Gadal, V'yit Kadash, Rabbi, V'yalma, V'yva, V'yamlich, V'yamechon, V'yayeh, V'yol Beit Yisrael, V'adalah, V'yamru, Shmei Rabbah, Olam, Olameh, Lama, Rabba, Maya, V'chayim Aleinu, V'yakol Yisrael, V'yamru, Amen. Oseh Shalom, Oseh Shalom, Aleinu, V'yakol Yisrael, V'yamru, Amen. Everybody mute them up and I'll ask Adele if she has the announcements before Yigdal. Adele, if you have some announcements, everybody mute your microphones, please.
Erev Tov and Chag Sameach, everybody. It's so wonderful to see our youth at the scholarship committee, the scholarship presentation. It's wonderful. I've seen so many of them grow up from little kids to now they're those big kids, and I know they're going to do wonderful, wonderful things in our community. So just, Amanda, I have one thing to say to you. Make sure you bring lots of warm clothes. My son went to Ithaca College.
It's cold.
There were 2 seasons, July and winter. So just be ready. Services tomorrow morning are at 9 a.m. We will be joining Temple B'nai Abraham tomorrow night at 8 o'clock, Saturday at 9 a.m., at which time we will be reciting Yiska. It will be the only time we will be reciting Yiska over this holiday. Saturday night is Havdalah. It begins at 8:58. Sunday night, 7 o'clock. Every night next week, 7 o'clock. Monday night, after Minyan, we are going to play Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? I believe there are still some spots available. So after Shabbat on Saturday, one spot?
I think one, yeah.
Okay, after Shabbat on Saturday or on Sunday, sign up. It's going to be a lot of fun. And then on Tuesday at 12 o'clock, our lunch bunch is going to Israel. Chag Sameach, everybody.
And just so you'll know, the Havdalah service this week will be a premiere presentation. It's never been heard before, and it's a brand new one. And I wrote it, so hopefully it'll fly. If not, well, I'll get emails like Rabbi Bernie gets when he sings Shalom Aleichem. Speaking of Rabbi Bernie, right after we finish with the Yigdal, we will be turning things over to Rabbi Bernie. It is traditional for us to study. We've received the Torah, as Mamantat Torah. We've received the Torah on Shavuot, and it is traditional for us to study. And Rabbi Bernie has a study for us to do right after the Yigdal. So please stick around with us for a while, okay? I love this melody. I use it always for the Shalosh Regalim, for the 3 festivals. So if I can remember it, I'm going to sing it for you. Yigdal Elohim Chai ve'yishtabach nimsa v'yeneit el metziuto echad v'yen yachid kiyichudo nelam v'gam ein sof leyachduto. Lo demut haguf v'yeino guf lo naroch elav kedushato kamon lechol davar asher nivra rishon v'yen reshit l'reshito hino adon olam v'chol notzar yoreg gedulato u'malchuto shefan nevuato netano elan shesegulato v'tifarto lo kam b'Yisrael k'Moshe od Naviu Mahabi et emunato Torah emet natan le'amoel Aya nevio neman beito lo yachal Yifa'el v'lo yamir dato le'olamim lezulato sofevio deya sitarenu mabid l'sof davar b'kadmato gomel ish chesed kemifalo Noten l'rasha ra kerishato Yishlach l'ket yamim neshichenu liftop mechakekeit Yeshuato Eitim Yechayael berov chasto Baruch adei ad shem tehilato Meitim Yechayael berov chasto Baruch adei ad shem tehilato. I know it's appropriate for us to now do the L'chaim.
Oh, I'm sorry.
But not yet. We'll do the L'chaim Tovim after study. But first, we're going to hear from the great Professor Moses.
Boy, he looks familiar, doesn't he? I thought Moses was in my family, I think.
How did I get a hold of that picture? Huh? How did I get a hold of that picture?
I don't know if anybody remembers, but about, I don't know, 6-7 years ago, we had a joint program with, it was open to the public, the Jewish community, a grant from the Federation. I thought to myself, says nobody knows that Stephen Shavuos sometimes. Let's advertise and bring people together. We got together at Aviv, which was what it was called at that time. And Debbie Colton gave me this outfit, and I stood up on the mountain on the hill with Aviv, and the little kids stood below. And most of the kids really thought I was Moses. So
looks just like you.
It was a great problem. My hair grew in a little crooked on my beard, but that's okay. It was a lot of fun. It was great. And people knew it was Shavuos, and that was the important thing. So we're going to do a L'chaim Tovim afterwards, so I'm going to make sure this isn't going to go too long, but there are some things that I just want to tell you about Shavuot. So the holiday of Shavuot was originally celebrated as an agricultural holiday, as the Torah says, and thou shalt observe the Feast of Weeks, even the first fruits of the wheat harvest, and also in the Feast of Harvest, the first fruits of thy labors, which thou sowest in the field. So, but according to rabbinic interpretation, of the Bible, the 10 commandments were given on the 6th day of Sivan. Shavuos is thus called Zman Matan Torah, the time of the giving of the Torah, which is really what we focus on today, and that's what I want to talk about. There's a bunch of other laws and customs associated with the holiday, but I want to focus on the events that led up to and subsequently happened immediately after the giving of the 10 commandments, or the Torah, as you will. So I want you to know, it's so confusing because the way it was done was not necessarily in chronological order, the way it's written in the Torah. So when did Moses go up the mountain? When did he come down? When was the sitting of the golden calf? It was so confusing. Rashi had to put out a paper, if you want to call it that in those days, of how the order and everything went. And I want to share that with you now, because even for rabbis, it gets kind of confusing, his up and down and all the sins and the giving of the 10 commandments. So we start with Rosh Chodesh Sivan, when the Jews arrived at the wilderness of Sinai, and that, of course, was Sunday, according to our calendar. That was Rosh Chodesh Sivan. So early the following morning, on the 2nd of Sivan, Moses ascended to God. That is, Moses went up to Mount Sinai for the first time, and God called to him from the mountain, saying, "So shall you say to the house of Jacob, and tell to the sons of Israel." So, of course, you have to ask yourself the first question. Why did he have to separate, "So shall you say to the house of Jacob," and tell the sons of Israel? Why didn't you just say the congregation of Israel? So Rashi says where God says, say to the house of Jacob, means the women, that Moses should speak to them with gentle language. Where it says the sons of Israel, it means to state explicitly to the men the punishments in fine details, matters as harsh as the bitter herbs. Hence, you have a difference between the men and women in their view of the laws. So God says to Moses to tell this to the people. You have seen what I did to Egypt, and that I carried you on the wings of eagles and brought you to me. And now if you hearken well to me and you will keep my covenant, you will be a treasure to me from among all the peoples, for all the earth is mine. You will be to me a kingdom of ministers and a holy nation. And these are the words that you shall speak to the children of Israel. So the same day, which was the second day of Sivan, Moses descends, assembles the elders, and passes on the message. All the people answered together and said, everything that God has spoken, we shall do. The next morning, the third of Sivan, Moses again ascends the mountain to bring the people's response to God. Now you figure, why does he have to go up and bring the response to God? God knows what their answers were, but this was part of the process. He is told that on the day of the giving of the Torah, God will come in a thick of the cloud so that the people will hear as he speaks to him, to Moses, and they will believe in you, Moses, also forever. Moses descends, tells the people, but interestingly, the people seem to have protested against hearing the giving of the Torah through Moses, sort of secondhand, so to speak. They insisted on hearing the Torah directly from God. So on the 4th of Sivan, Moses again returns to the mountain for the third time to bring the people's request to God. During this encounter, in order to receive the Torah, they must purify themselves and wash their clothes to be ready in 3 days, which will begin on the 6th of Sivan, which is going to be tomorrow, or Shavuot if you want to call it. He also told them to put boundaries around the mountain so they, the people, don't ascend or even touch its edge, for whoever does, whether an animal or a person, shall surely die. On the 5th of Sivan, Moses builds an altar at the base of the mountain. Offerings are made. Moses reads the book he has written to the people, which is Bereshit, the first book of the 5 books of Moses. Once again, the people say, we will do and we will hear. Interesting of the order of the sentence. We will do and we will hear. They already said that they're going to do it even before they hear it, so they agree upon the relationship. The 6th of Sivan arise, finally. In the morning there was thunder and lightning and heavy cloud on the mountain. And the sound of the shofar was very powerful, and the entire people shuddered. Moses leads the people out of the camp and towards God, towards the base of the mountain. Mount Sinai was smoking in its entirety because God had descended upon it in the fire. Its smoke ascended like the smoke of the lime pit. To be honest, I've never seen the smoke of a lime pit, but I'm sure it was very smoky. And the entire mountain shuddered exceedingly. The sound of the shofar grew continually much stronger. God reveals his throne upon the mountain and summons Moses. By the way, there was about 1.5 million people there at the time. Moses is told to warn the people again not to approach the mountain. Moses protests that the people were already warned. God said, just do it, go down and tell them again. Moses descends, passes on the information. Then he goes right back up again, but this time together with Aaron and his 2 oldest sons, Nadav and Avihu, and the elders, but there were different levels of the mountain. Finally, the moment everybody's been waiting for. God begins the 10 commandments. All the people could see the sounds and the flames, the sound of the shofar and the smoking mountain. And the people saw, and they moved and they stood from afar because they were so scared. But it's interesting to what they said. It said, all the people could see the sounds. Have you ever seen a sound? No. They say that the day was such an awesome day that God had taken nature and just mixed it all up, and the people were seeing and hearing different things. The people heard the first 2 explain, the 10 commandments, that is, but then were overwhelmed and requested that Moses hear the rest and relay them to the people. They said to Moses, you speak to us, and we shall hear. Let not God speak to us, lest we die. Moses said to the people, do not fear, for in order to exalt you has God come, not so that his fear shall be before you, so that you shall not sin. So after the giving of the Torah, Moses is commanded to approach God and to remain with him to receive the stone tablets. Moses ascends even further up into the mountain, into the cloud, accompanied partway by his disciple Joshua. Aaron and Hur are left in charge. So who's Hur? Hur is Moses' and Aaron's nephew. Hur is Miriam's son, by the way. So Moses ascends on the 7th of Sivan. He remains on the mountain for 40 days and nights where he is taught the laws of the Torah. At the end of the 40 days, God gives Moses the tablets. On the 16th of Tammuz, the people come to the mistaken conclusion that Moses is overdue. The golden calf is made. Pui! Aaron declares a festival to God for the next day. Now, Aaron declares a festival to God, not to the calf or anything. It was to God. He was stalling, hoping Moses would get back. They get up early the next morning, the 17th of Tammuz, to worship the calf instead. And as you know, the 17th of Tammuz is a fast day. God tells Moses, go descend, for the nation that you have brought up from Egypt has degenerated. They have strayed quickly from the way that I have commanded them. They have made a molten calf, prostrated themselves to it, and they said, this is your God, O Israel, which brought you out from the land of Egypt. God said to Moses, I have seen this people, and behold, it is a stiff-necked people. You know what stiff-necked is? You know, got the chin up in the air, or something like that. Got an attitude. And now desist from me, he says. Let my anger burn against them, and I shall annihilate them, and I shall make you a great nation. Moses, in his unique humbleness and as a compassionate leader, pleads with God, saying, why, God, should your anger burn against your people, whom you have taken out of the land of Egypt with great power and a strong hand? Why should Egypt say the following? With evil intent did he take them out, to kill them in the mountains and to annihilate them from upon the face of the earth. Relent from your burning anger and reconsider regarding the evil against your nation. Remember for Abraham, remember for Isaac, remember for Israel, your servants that you swore to them by your very self, and you told them, I shall increase your offspring like the stars of the heavens, and this entire land of which I spoke, I shall give to your offspring, and they shall have it as a heritage forever. God reconsidered regarding the evil that he declared he would do to his people. Moses descends, and when he sees the calf, he casts down the tablets, as we all know, breaks them. He grinds up the calf and makes the people drink it. The Levites stand by Moses, and Moses tells the Levites to kill the idolaters. Now, it wasn't the whole nation. There were about 3,000 of them, by the way. On the next day, the 18th of Tammuz, Moses ascends the mountain for the 6th time. He was a mountain climber, I guess. He ascends the mountain for the 6th time to seek atonement for the people. God now tells Moses that from now on, the Shekhinah, you know what a Shekhinah is? You know, the word Shekhinah actually is like, it's God's dwelling place. It almost means like a neighbor, but it's God's presence. Shekhinah is God's presence. So God now tells Moses that from now on, the Shekhinah will not be with them, God's presence. Moses descends on the 29th of Av and informs the people that Shekhinah will not be with them. The people mourn. Moses now pleads with God that the Shekhinah should go with them. Also, Moses asks to see God's glory. God agrees. Now, why do you think Moses asked that question, to see God's glory? That's quite a question to ask. I think we all ask that all the time. We all want to see God, don't we? You see, at this point, Moses doesn't know how to lead the people that is keeping them from sin because he doesn't know God. 1 minute God forgives, the other minute his anger burns and exacts punishment. Moses must say to himself, how will I know God's reaction to things? I need to know more about this God, my God, our God, the children of Israel's God. It's actually the whole world's God. So now Moses is asked to carve 2 new tablets and to prepare to return to the mountain the next morning. So on Rosh Chodesh Elul, as we know, Rosh Chodesh Elul is the month before Rosh Hashanah, Moses ascends the mountain for the 7th time. God puts his hand over Moses, who was standing there in the cleft of the rock in the mountain. And as God passes by, Moses can see God's back, because he said, you can't see my face or you'll die. God also reveals to Moses his personality, so to speak, which is the 13 attributes of mercy. You know, most of you know them, the 13 attributes. We sing it in the holidays, except Shabbat. Adonai, Adonai, El Rachum V'Chanun, Erech Apayim Rav Chesed Ve'emet, Notze Chesed La'alafim, Notze Yavon V'Shesha V'Chata V'Nakei. We sing it 3 times. I don't think we're going to do it tomorrow since we don't take out the Torah. Maybe we can squeeze it in somehow. I'll talk to Rabbi Perlman before services. So after hearing the 13 attributes, Moses hurried to bow his head toward the ground and prostrate himself. He said, "If I have now found favor in your eyes, my Lord, may my Lord please go in our midst, for it is a stiff-necked people, and may you forgive our iniquity and our error, and make us a portion," our inheritance, what it means by a portion. God agrees to his request. So we say this conversation, by the way, between Moses and God in our Yom Kippur liturgy. We ask God in Yom Kippur to forgive us, just as he forgave the children of Israel when Moses asked him to at the sinning of the golden calf, and because we are a stiff-necked people. And we quote God's answer to Moses as well, "V'salachti kidvarecha," I will forgive them as you said. So Moses is informed which parts of the Torah may be written down and which may not. We call the written and the not written, the written law and the oral law. And the oral law, of course, is our Talmud. By the way, it was always an oral law, but once the temple was destroyed and we got shipped off to Babylon, the rabbis at the time said, we're going to forget what they are. So they started writing down the oral law, the Talmud. And of course, there was a dissension on some decisions, and that's why you have all of the different rabbis' opinions of what it might be. And of course, the written law, we know it is the Torah as we know it today, which what we read in the temple. In Hebrew, they're known as the Torah shel b'ktav and the Torah shel be'al peh. So Moses remains on the mountain for 40 days and nights as he did before, by the end of which God has written the 10 commandments on the tablets Moses has carved. He descends with the second tablets on Yom Kippur, his face glowing with rays of splendor. So I want to finish this with this little tidbit. The Torah says that Moses didn't know the skin of his face had become radiant after he was done speaking with God on the mountain. In Hebrew, it's called karan or panav. The word karan is related to the word horns. For the light would shine and project like a horn. They were like beams of light coming from the skin of his face. He probably would have made a good flashlight, I think. But anyways, a little respect to Moses. And because of the misunderstanding in the translation of karan, some people interpreted it to mean that Jews had horns. Hence the horns on Michelangelo's statue of Moses. Yeah, I don't know if you know, I remember Eddie Lashinsky, may he rest in peace. He passed away a couple of years ago, and he was in World War II. I got stationed in the South somewhere, I don't remember. He used to tell me this story. He says he met people from the South, never met a Jew before. And they said when they saw him in the army, they asked him where his horns were. Of course, he didn't take kindly to that. It just shows you the ignorance that people actually thought the Jewish people had horns. Anyways, with that, I want to wish everybody a Chag Sameach and hope to see you all tomorrow morning as well.
So, Rabbi, I owe you an apology. I was so busy putting, your picture up there, so busy putting up your picture, which I think is really so wonderful. I forgot to have us do the blessing of study, which we did. So we can fix that right now, because after study, it's appropriate for us to say the Kaddish, which reaffirms our faith and belief in God. So together, before L'chaim Tovim, let's all recite the words of the Kaddish. This is not the mourner's Kaddish. This is the Kaddish, of course, which reaffirms our Lord. It is Kaddish Yatom, but it's about our reaffirmation of God. Together. Yitgadal v'yitkadash shemei Rabbah v'almad v'vrach v'yalif al-kutei kayechon v'yomekon v'chayei v'chol Beit Yisrael ba'agala u'b'zman kariv v'yiruam Yehei shmei Rabbah mevarach le'olam v'lomei omaya Yifarach, Yifavach, Yifahar, Yiframam, Yifnaseh, Yithadar, Yifalal, Shmei Kudasham, Prihu, La'ela, Mimkom, Birkata, Bashirata, Pushpatata, Benekamata, Da'amuran, Bi'alma, Bi'amru, Amen. Yehei Shalama, Rabba, Mi, Shemaya, V'chayim aleinu v'yal Yisrael v'yamru amen. Oseh shalom v'ramah Shalom. Aleinu v'al Yisrael v'Yisrael. Amen. Rabbi, did I make up for my mistake? Did I do okay?
I'm fine with that. It's okay.
You're okay with that? Good.
Absolutely.
Before we drink, I know that there's some people in here that have had some family members that have graduated from universities. Let us know who they are. Please open your microphones and tell us who your family relatives are that may have just recently graduated. Anybody? Anybody out there?
Yes.
Loretta. Oh, go ahead.
Our grandson, Noah Kaplan, graduated from Ohio State.
Mazel tov. Anyone
Aaron
else?
Dolan graduated University of New Hampshire.
Mazel tov. Anyone else?
My granddaughter graduated from LSU.
Mazel tov. Steve?
My granddaughter graduated from Reservoir High School in Lower Maryland and is going to Temple University in Philadelphia.
Mazel tov. Anybody else?
Become an actor.
Actor. Take after you. Take after you. Anybody else?
My mother used to say, actor.
Anyone else? All right. Well, to all of the people who graduated, not only grandchildren, but children, to all of the graduates this year, we owe you a l'chaim tovim. We owe you a toast.
Right.
And so to you, we're going to sing this one. We're going to give you this one. We're going to honor all of you graduates and all the people that we are so proud of. Baruch atah Adonai Me'olam shakol niyeh bevaro l'chaim tovim shalom l'chaim tovim shalom l'chaim l'chaim tovim shalom. L'chaim, everybody.
L'chaim.
L'chaim.
Chaim. I don't know, Esther, if you remember, there was a test on the entrance exam to Hebrew College. And one of the questions was, what are the different names for the holiday of Shavuot? I was only 12 when I took the exam. I didn't know, but there were so many names. And I was so excited to learn them now. Chag HaKatzer, the harvest. Chag HaBikurim, the first fruits. Zman Matan Torah, giving of the Torah. It's probably a couple more in there. I just can't remember, but I wish I knew it then. Got the question wrong.
I got a million of them. Yasha Kol, Rabbi, you did a beautiful job teaching us tonight. Thank you so much. To all of you on the internet tonight and Facebook and on YouTube, we'll say good night to you. The rest of us are going to sit here and enjoy each other's company. Have a good night, all, and Chag Sameach. For the rest of you in the Zoom room, you're alone.